Get ready to guess who Marcus Junius Brutus was, where calico was invented, and when Margaret Thatcher was elected. If you can guess, you'll win on Guess What? And now, here he is, the star of our show. Meet Robin Ward.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, sir. Nice to see you. Nice to see you all. Good-looking group in our studio audience. Welcome to Guess What? And to you at home, I hope you're feeling good today. We're going to have a good game, I think. We have new champions. We have an enthusiastic crowd in our studio, and Nick is in good voice, obviously. All is right in the game show world, I would say. Wouldn't you, Nick?
I would.
Right now, our teams are standing by, so Nick, let's meet them.
All right, Robin. Our champions, a family that have won their first game. Meet the Gabors.
Tom, welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be back.
Now, you're a student at U of T, part-time, and,
Yes.
and a president of your fraternity, I understand?
I'm not president.
Not president, you're just a member of the fraternity.
Yes, I'm just a member right now.
Do they still do that university fraternity ragging, I think they used to call it, where they... I mean, I was in a fraternity in high school, which shall be nameless, and I was dunked in blue ink or something, as I remember, way back then, and then taken in the trunk of a car out to the country and kind of dumped, painted blue to get back home. It was fun. Do they still do that kind of thing?
Well, we don't paint them blue, but we have our own little
Rituals. Little
and
rituals. Cute.
devious little things that
Yeah,
we...
which you can't obviously divulge because it's secret.
That's correct.
It's a secret ceremony.
That's right. Very, very deep to the heart.
Okay, nice to have you back on
Thank you
Guess
very
What
much.
for Game 2. Mary, welcome back.
Thank you. Hi.
Mary?
I've been looking forward coming back. But,
Good. It's funny
and
how...
yes, right now I guess I have a little stage fright.
Well, I think
And
it's just maybe that sometimes people have absolutely nothing to say to the Canadian public. I mean, it's just, I have nothing to say at this time.
No,
you're a
no,
terrific
it's,
player, and you
thank
played
you.
beautifully on our last show. And of course, you've got a charming kind of accent. And
Thank you very much. I've been trying to brush up playing Trivial Pursuit.
All right.
So maybe I will be doing all
well, you
right.
played brilliantly on the last game. So I wish you the very
Thank
best
you.
on Game 2. Rob, welcome back. How are you?
Thank you very much. It's very nice to be back, and I hope we can be as successful today again.
Well, good. Well, I wish you all the best of luck. And if you're ready to meet the challengers, I think Nick will do the honors.
Indeed, I will, Robin. Here's a family that likes their tea served in a unique way. Milk, sugar, and a little starch. Meet the Melwa.
Hi, Sharon. Welcome
Hi.
to Guess What? Good to see you.
Thank you.
Fine, Sharon. Okay, it's been... You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a mother of 3, and that's the extent of my life.
That's it, huh?
My children and my husband.
Well, I think that's probably keeps you pretty busy. 3
Yes,
kids
it
and a
does.
husband and looking after a home. I'm sure it's a very time-consuming job. Are you ready to play our game? You looking forward to it? Good. Then I wish you the best of luck today
Thank
on our
you.
show. And this is Diane. Hi, Diane. Welcome
Hi,
to Guess
fine.
What?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm Sharon's sister Diane. I'm a waitress, a housewife, mother of 2. I love bowling.
We read something funny about you. You were waiting in a restaurant waiting table, and you waited on a person that was turned out to be not what you expected. What was that about?
I had a family of 9 come in, and the children, we have like a hot buffet and salad bar, and the children had gone with the mother up to the hot buffet, and I was putting the water around, and the father kept telling me, no, you don't put it there. I'd had a hard day, and it ended up I was serving a Cabbage Patch doll.
You were serving a Cabbage Patch doll,
A Cabbage Patch.
and you couldn't figure out why this
Well, it was
child
dressed in
didn't-
a little coat and everything, just like a little girl would be sitting there. And it,
And you just thought it was a real ugly kid. Is that what it was?
oh, I don't think they're ugly. I think they're cute.
It's good to have you on Guess
Thank
What?
you.
Lori, welcome to the
Hi.
show. Nice to see you.
My name is Laurie Stundin. I'm the mother of 2 little boys who are active and they're at home driving their grandmother crazy.
Great.
And I'm the one that starts the teapot.
Yeah, you were
You
cooking
probably-
spaghetti or something, and you put it in the teapot. You didn't have
I
a
ran
pot.
out of, when we were first married, I ran out of pots and I couldn't find anything, so I put it in the teapot. And every time somebody comes for tea, there's all starch.
Starch around.
It's starched.
And your husband never lets you forget it, I'm
No,
sure.
he shows everybody.
Right.
We never
It's good to
forget.
have you all on Guess What? Are you ready to play our game? Glad you said that. Look at our board and let's play. Okay, the first question is worth 60 points. I'd like you to imagine this following scene. You're sitting in an expensive French restaurant. You're chasing your peas around your plate with your fork, kind of sitting there languidly. Suddenly the waiter races up to your table and calls you a Nimrod for some reason. What would your waiter be calling you exactly? An idiot? A sloppy eater? A great thinker? A fat slob? A great hunter? Or a fish head? Why a waiter would come up and call you any of these is beyond my understanding, but You have to bear with me on this particular one. 60 points, we start with Tom.
Well, I'm going to guess it's a sloppy eater.
That is incorrect. Down to 50 points, over to Sharon. Nimrod, what does it mean?
An idiot.
That is not true. We're down to 40 points, and over to Mary.
Great hunter.
Great hunter is correct for 40 points. Yeah, I didn't know this. Nimrod was a biblical character mentioned in the book of Genesis. He was a descendant of Noah who became a famous hunter. Today, the word Nimrod is used to refer to a skillful hunter. But in my knowledge of the word Nimrod, it's used to express other kinds of sentiments I've never heard. If a waiter ever yelled Nimrod at me, I definitely wouldn't think he meant great hunter. There'd be no tip, I'll tell you that. Okay, straight to the second question. Again, it's worth 60 points. Here it is. On December the 2nd, 1942, the first nuclear chain reaction was produced at one of the following American universities. Which one was it? New Mexico State University, Louisiana Tech University, Lincoln Memorial University, University of Chicago, Michigan State University, or the University of Nevada. The first nuclear chain reaction was produced at one of these places of learning. And for 60 points, we start with Diane.
Louisiana Tech.
That is incorrect. Down to 50 points, over to Rob.
Michigan State.
That is also incorrect. We're down to 40 points now, and over to Lori.
Lincoln Memorial.
Nope, down to 30 points, and over to Tom.
University of Nevada.
That is incorrect. We're down to 20 points. Last chance to make any points on this question. Sharon, it's up to you.
New Mexico State.
No, in fact, it was the University of Chicago. First nuclear reactor was built in 1942 and at that very university. So no points made on that question. Let's try a team effort, see if you have better luck. Raise those flaps, please. And we'd like you to take a look at the monitor here. Now, in the television series The Munsters, what was the name of the huge fire-breathing dragon that lived under the Munsters stairs? Was this thing called A, the Thing, B, Aristotle, C, Spot, or D, Clyde? The name of the fire-breathing dragon that lived under the stairs in the Munsters TV series. You have 5 seconds to ponder that question. Time is up. Tom, what is your answer?
D, Clyde.
And Mary?
A thing.
And Rob?
C, Spot.
Family disagreed on this question. Let's find out how the Valois voted. Sharon, what do you think?
C Spot.
And Diane?
A, the Thing.
And Lori?
C Spot.
All right, let's find out right now the name of the fire-breathing dragon that lived under the stairs. The answer is C, Spot, in fact. Okay, we have one correct answer on the Gabor side. Rob puts 20 points on the board. There were two correct answers on the Valois side. Sharon and Lori put 50 points on the board. The end of our first round of close game. Our champions have 60 points. Our challengers, 50 points. And there's more coming up after these words. Thank you so much. Any of our teams that manage to win 7 games on our show will win a grand prize. And here's Nick to tell you what that prize is.
It's a freezer from Woods. Compare feature for feature, and you will find that Woods freezers are better every time. Woods' well-deserved reputation has made them the largest freezer manufacturer in Canada.
Thank you. Okay, straight into the next round. Our game is very close at the moment. Our champions have 60 points, our challengers 50. Here's the first question this round, again worth 60 points. What was the name of the Roman general who, with the help of Marcus Junius Brutus, led the conspiracy against Julius Caesar? Was that general named Quintus Roscius, Marcus Regulus, Lucius Sulla, Marcus Crassus, Gaius Marius, or Cassius Longinus? The name of the general who, with the help of Brutus, led the conspiracy against Julius Caesar. And for 60 points, we start with Mary.
Marcus Crassus.
That is incorrect. He, in fact, was a Roman statesman and financier, but not that particular person. Down to 50 points, over to Diane.
Marcus Regulus.
He was a national hero in Rome, but he was not that general. We're down now to 40 points, and we're over to Rob.
I'll say Quintus Roscius.
He was a Roman actor. Not a good one, from what I understand. So that's incorrect. Down to 30 points now, and we're over to Lori.
Lucius Sulla.
He was a famous Roman general, but not the one we want. So that's incorrect. We're down now to 20 points. Last chance to make any points. Tom, it's up to you.
Cassius Longus.
That is correct for 20 points. Okay, excellent answer on that. Let's go straight to the next question. Again, it's worth 60 points, as you know. Here it is. Which one, this is a tough question, I must admit, unless you happen to be a scientist. Which one of the following scientific terms is a unit measure that refers to the amount of force required to increase or decrease the velocity of a 1 kilogram object by 1 meter per second every second? Is that clear? Right. I have a feeling it's not going to get any clearer, Sharon and Laurie, so I'll give it you once again. Which one of the following scientific terms is a unit measure that refers to the amount of force required to increase or decrease the velocity of a 1 kilogram object by 1 meter per second every second? Is that force called an ohm, a watt, a newton, an ampere, a joule, or a volt? And for 60 points, we start with Sharon.
A what?
That is incorrect. A watt, in fact, is the unit of power equal to 1 joule a second. This is all crystal clear to me. Down to 50 points and over to Mary.
Newton?
I beg your pardon?
A Newton.
And Newton is correct for 50 points. Yeah, I was just so mesmerized by Mary's charming accent, I just kind of drifted away there. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it was named, of course, for Sir Isaac Newton. Good answer on that. Some points made on that. Our champions now have a nice lead. Let's go to an audio question. This is worth 60 points. We'd like you to listen to this odd piece of music. An exhausting piece of music, of course, was barely recognizable as the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, that was performed at Woodstock. The question is, for 60 points, what rock guitarist performed that particular rendition? Was it Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, Pete Townsend, Jimmy Page, Roy Buchanan, or Eric Clapton? 60 points, we start with Diane.
Jimi Hendrix.
That is correct for 60 points. Actually, I kid around about that particular rendition, but watching it in the film Woodstock was just a very powerful moment. Jimi Hendrix, one of the great rock guitar players, and just an explosive version of that song, a twisted, kind of dramatic and incredible version. Indeed, it was Jimi Hendrix. So good answer on that, Diane. You've closed the gap nicely. Only 20 points now. Separate the two teams as we come to a team effort question. Little flaps up, please. And once again, we'd like you to take a look at the monitor here. Now, we thought as long as you're standing under those hot lights that we might take advantage of the situation and show you something to torment and tantalize your taste buds. The question is, can you guess what the meat in this dish is from looking at it? Is it A, chicken, B, veal, C, fish, or D, beef? You have 5 seconds. Time is up, and Tom, time to name that meat.
Beef?
You think it's beef, okay? And Mary?
B, beef.
You agree, and Rob?
B, veal.
Okay, let's see how the Valois voted. Sharon?
B.
And
Veal.
Diane?
B, veal.
And Laurie?
C, fish.
Let's find out right now the name of the meat in that particular dish there. The answer is A, chicken. No correct answers. That dish, in fact, is chicken piccata, a dish which goes well with fettuccine. It's dressed with lemon and a sprinkling of pine nuts, and chicken is the primary meat in that. So no correct answers on that, therefore no points at the end of this round. Our champions, the Gabors, have 130 points. Our challengers, close behind with 110. The final deciding round of this game will come up right after these words. Stay with us. Thanks so much. If you at home would like to join us on our game as a contestant or as a member of our wild studio audience, all you got to do is drop us a line. Here's Nick with our address.
All right, Robin, if you plan to be in Toronto and would like to be a part of Guess What in the audience or as a player, please write Guess What, Box 9, Station O, Toronto, Ontario, M4A 2M9.
And we do give away interesting prizes to some members of our studio audience, and here's Nick to tell you what some of those prizes are.
Some members of our studio audience may receive prizes furnished from Added Touch Cake Mixes. Lots of moist, delicious flavors to choose from, but only one kind of quality. The best. Added Touch, your best value. And our consolation winners will receive beautiful Cardinal watches. The classic timepiece for him or her, the Athena from Cardinal, features black chrome, Swiss gold plating, and mineral glass. High-tech, high-fashion quartz. It's from Cardinal.
Okay, thank you so much. The final round is here. It's a pretty close game. Our champions have now retaken the lead. They have 130 points versus our challengers 110. This is the deciding round, the first question of which is worth, once again, 60 points. In 1979, the Conservative Party in Great Britain defeated the Labour Party in a general parliamentary election. Who did Margaret Thatcher replace as Prime Minister of England following that election? Did she replace Harold Wilson, James Callaghan, Edward Heath, Stanley Baldwin, Clement Attlee, or Sir Anthony Eden? Who did Margaret Thatcher replace as Prime Minister of England? 60 points. We start with Rob.
James Callaghan.
That is correct for 60 points. Good start. Okay, straight to the next question, again worth 60 points. Now, calico is a cotton fabric of plain weave. It's related to chintz and percale. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm not big on fabrics, but P-E-R-C-A-L-E. Anyway, calico is like them. Now, it's usually printed, calico that is, on a rotary press. In what country did the calico fabric originate? In France, in Brazil, in Turkey, Spain, Egypt, or India? Where did calico originate? And for 60 points, we start with Laurie.
Spain?
That is incorrect, Laurie. We're down to 50 points, and we're over to Tom.
India.
India is correct for 50 points. All right. Okay, our champions are playing brilliantly this round. We now come to the last question. It's a team effort, and raise those flaps. And to our challengers, the Valois, I might say that this is the last question. The point values do triple, so you could add 300 points to your score, so the game is far from lost. You're only trailing by 130 points. You could easily win the game if you do well on this question. Here is the question. George Athens Jr. was born on July the 6th, 1952 in Kelowna, BC. In which one of the following sports did George Athens Jr. hold at least 3 world titles and 33 national titles? A, wrestling, B, water skiing, C, golf, or D, tennis? And you have 5 seconds. Time is up. Tom, what do you think?
B, water skiing.
And Mary?
Water skiing.
And Rob?
C, golf.
All right, a dissenting voice here. Let's see how our challengers voted. Sharon?
C.
And Diane?
Sea golf.
And Laurie?
Sea golf?
It is unanimous on the Valois side. Either they've won the game or this is a bit of a disaster for them. Let's find out right now what George Athens is famous for. The answer is B, water skiing. Our continuing champions, therefore, are the Gabors with 440 points. Congratulations. Now, water skiing, I don't think is that, it's not that well known a sport now, but as a matter of fact, a friend of mine, Clint Ward, was almost single-handedly responsible for bringing water skiing to Canada on a nationally competitive way. And George Athens was one of his proteges some years ago, and Clint is an Air Canada pilot and a friend of mine, so hi, Clint, if you're watching. Continuing champions, the Gabors, with game 2, I believe, and let's find out what you've won so far today from Nick Hollenrake.
It's the new Minolta Freedom 3, offering you automatic film advance and rewind, decision-free flash for best exposure with ultralight, compact design. Set yourself free with the new Minolta Freedom 3. And a selection of tools from Stanley Works of Canada. With high-quality tools, Stanley helps you do things right. Putting your toolkit together with the best means Stanley.
Great. Thank you. And to our challengers, thank you very much for a valiant effort today. We've enjoyed having you on the show. We hope you had a good time. Of course, you've won some nice runner-up prizes. Thanks for being with us on Guess What? Thank you. And once again, champs, we'll be back to play for cash and a big bonus prize right after these words. Stay with us. Thank you so much. We are back and about to get into our bonus round. And before we do that, Nick's going to tell us what that bonus prize is today.
You could win this lovely Tilly briefcase. A rich color contrast provides understated elegance, crafted in the finest English goat skin. Only the best from Tilly.
Okay, champs, game 2 you've won now, and you're about to start the bonus round. Are you ready? First question worth $50 and the right to go on to that big bonus prize. Here is the question. Here's a question that our crew has an interest in and will know the answer to, I'm sure. Which one of the following types of beers is known for its bubbly, light quality and golden color? Lager beer, Bock beer, porter beer, or stout beer? It's a beer that's known for its bubbly, light quality and golden color. And for $50, we start with Tom.
Stout beer.
That is incorrect. Stout beer is a dark beer. So down to Mary now.
Lager.
Lager beer is correct for $50. Okay, good beginning. We're straight into our second bonus question. Again, it's worth $50. This time it's a little harder. There'll be 5 answers up here. Now, it's been a few years, as we know, since J.R. Ewing was shot and started that famous craze, who shot J.R.? Who cares? Can you remember who was J.R.'s assailant? Was it Cliff Barnes, Dusty Farlow, Lucy Ewing, Alan Beam, or Kristen Shepard? Who, in fact, did shoot J.R.? And for $50, we start with Mary.
Christine Shepard.
That is correct. I'm amazed. I didn't know that. Good stuff. I didn't know that. Now that I know, I'm going to do my best to forget it, Mary. I'll tell you that. Straight to the last bonus question. This is for the bonus prize itself, but this time it's a little bit harder because we put 6 answers up here. Now, this is an important question, too, just like the JR question was. We really deal with important social issues here. According to the story of Superman, krypton was the only element on Earth that could hurt him. What is the chemical symbol used in the periodic table of the elements for krypton? The symbol for krypton. Is it Kr? Is it K? Cu? He? Ra? Or Ne? What is the actual chemical symbol for krypton? And for the bonus prize, we start with Rob.
KR.
That is correct for the bonus prize. Congratulations. Well, you've done it again. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you won the bonus prize on the last show. Did you not?
right,
And you're
yes.
winning on this one. And Mary, you're quietly confident, but you just know those answers, like who shot JR? Were you a fan of that show in those days?
Never saw the show in my life.
You never saw it in your life. I love it. Apparently, that single show, if I'm not mistaken, was the highest rated television show in the history of television.
Well, all the papers are full of it. That's
Papers
how
are full of it?
Yeah, that's how I remember.
It even got a
I've
higher
never
rating
seen it.
than we get on our show, which is almost impossible
don't
to
believe
believe.
that.
No, I know.
I don't believe that.
I wouldn't swallow that for a minute. Well, congratulations once again. You're superb players, and you're an interesting sort of. You're just very quiet, but you just sock those in. You
only
always
here.
amaze me.
Only here.
Only here.
Normally you can't quiet her down.
Really?
Not even for a minute.
Well, you're playing brilliantly, and I look forward to our next game together, which will be real soon. And to you in the studio audience, thanks for being with us, and do come back anytime. And there's a party at Nick's place later on today, so you're all invited. And to you at home, hope to see you all, God willing, the same time, next time on Guess What? Bye-bye for now, and be nice to each other. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration from Collagen Foam Bath and Body Lotion, specializing in maintaining skin moisture and regaining suppleness without leaving an oily film. Collagen Foam Bath and Body Lotion. And Mighty Drop. Now you can eliminate unpleasant odors in seconds. Mighty Drop, the quick, easy way to deodorize and freshen your home. In drop or concentrated spray, Mighty Drop. And Dermatone, save your skin with Swedish formula Dermatone. It's 100% water-free and allows 5 times normal sun exposure. Dermatone saves your skin, keeps moisture in. This is Nick Hollenrake speaking for Guess What? A Glen Warren production.